This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That was about 20 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Well, let's take a little peek ski, see what's going on. Wow, what a beautiful day today. Okay, so what we had here is you had 3 days of selling, and then we had a bottoming candle, but it kind of like it was an indecision candle, and then it rolls up 3 days to yesterday. So I said, watch out for a bear flag, just like we had here, okay, and like we had here. So you always got to watch those bear flags. But again, once that price gets above this candle here, which is basically 74.52, that negates that bear flag pattern, and obviously she goes higher, okay? So always kind of look for patterns, anything that you can do to gain that little bit of edge, okay? So we look here first at the RSI. Well, you got plenty of room to run on the upside. The momentum here is getting good here now on your MACD. Now your green is about to cross your red. We'll see if it does. So this is looking pretty good. So you can see when that it crosses that red, see like this here, then we have a nice, good, solid shot up. Same way with here, it just was a long trail right on up here, okay? So we got to see if that can curl up and push it up higher. So let's just take a look here at the chart. Let me bigger up a little bit. Okay. Nice, big-ass green candle. So what is next? Well, what we have next is we have your candle right here. So you're looking at 76.95, and then we're looking here at your 200 SMA here. Let me take that down a little bit so I can make it a little bit clearer. We're looking at your 200 SMA here, which is basically a 77.42. Okay, so that is basically what we're going to be looking at, is that 77.42, which is going to be your next. Now, above that, what do we have? Is we have this 100-day sitting at 78.56, and then your big retest here is that 79.29. Now, there is other resistance levels. There's a 50-day on the weekly. There's a 21-day here on the weekly, which I'm going to show you here in just a little bit. But right now, what you want to do is focus basically on the top of this candle, which is 76.95, so you don't double top it. And then we want to look at this key 77.42, that 200-day. And then we have right above it is your 78.56, and then your nice retest here of your 70.29. Now, again, if we can get a breakout of that 79.29, well, what do? We look to the left of the chart. So what do we have here? Well, first of all, it's going to be 79.60, and then we're going to have 79.77. That was that really nice double top and just a beautiful short all the way on down. So always look for patterns. So then what we do next is if we get above that, we'll follow to the top of this candle. So you're looking at 81.05 here. We have 82.24, and then we bring this price channel right across, which is the top of this candle, which is 83.60. So that would be your next really big target if you can close above that 79.29. Then what we do is we follow the candles up, see where we take the price channel all the way across. What do we see here? Then you have 85.90, okay? Then you can work yourself up. You have 88.29. You bring this price channel all across. What do we have? You have 89.85. And then you work yourself up 91.88. We have 93.10. And then your big retest here of 95.03. Now, we're coming into that seasonality play. So if you watched my video last weekend, it was all about the seasonality charts. And crude oil's on there, natural gas, and all the indexes, and gasoline, the whole nine is on there. So take a relook at that. Now is going to be coming into the time where you want to have a buying period to go long into Memorial Day, and into 4th of July, into Labor Day, and then into hurricane season, which lasts all the way into September. Then at the end of September, you want to either sell your position or short it all the way and down. Now, for me, I am already long, have been long, okay, and then I scalp it in both directions each day. Now, today I didn't scalp anything short because there's actually no reason to, but I am trading the UCO. Okay, now the other day I did a video on how you can do, if you want a one-to-one trade, you can use the SCO, which is actually a nice ETF, does good volume, the whole nine, plus it trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week there, so you can always get in on that. Where the UCO is a leverage fund, 2 times leverage, which I like the leverage, I like the juice, okay? So what do we want to do here on the downside? So what we want to do is we want to look, obviously, at the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 75.85. We have this candle. You're looking at 75.52. And then we start running into your SMAs here. So your 8 SMA here, I should say, is 74.60. That's going to be key support level. So if this sells down, and as long as it holds that key level, that's very good, okay? And then right below that, you have 74.41. And then below that, we have this 50-day at 73.40. So you have a lot of really good support, your 8, your 21, and your 50. A lot of time it'll spike down like this candle, and then it rides, comes right back on up again here. So again, any kind of a sell down, and it holds this key 8 SMA, okay, 74.60, or your 21-day, 74.41, or even your 50-day here at 73.40, that's still a good buying opportunity. Now again, if that 50-day is lost, then what we do is we follow down to this candles, which you have 72.38, we have a 71.79, and then we have this candle at 71.41. And then again, obviously, if lost, you're going to have the retest there of that 70.50, which is basically your price channel. But when you look at these price channels, see when the price goes down, okay, the channels follow. But now look at how these price channels are going, okay? See, so you're starting to rise up. Okay, so that's going to be the key. And then the breakout, 79.29, you get the same thing on the upside here if you can break above that 79.29 here. But if you put price channels on your chart, then you can look at it. Look how easy it is to see exactly what is going on where. And then you always want to watch this 8 SMA here. See this? When that price gets below, okay, see how it fights it the whole way? It just keeps fighting it. And then when it gets above, then you have nice, good support. But once it's lost, then you have to get right back above it. So right now, we're right back above it. So the key to watch here is going to be the top of this candle at that 76.95 and this 200 SMA here sitting at 77.42. Above that, you have that 100-day and then your big retest of 79.29. On the downside, just watch this key 8 SMA, 74.60, your 21-day here sitting at 74.41, and your 50-day at 73.40. Okay, so this is your support. That is your resistance. If we break out, well, then we know where to go. We follow these candles all the way on up. If we lose this, well, we follow these candles here all the way on down. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. All right, we'll take a look here at the old monthly first, okay? So bottom line here, we're holding this key level here, this 73.37. Real-time price right now is 76.51 here. So we're doing really, really good here on your monthly time frame. So you can see where the candle is above. Now you can see how that 50-day, see how nice that's holding it all the way. Now you're above the 200-day, which is also very good. And then what is your next stop is going to be that 79.59, which lines up pretty nice here with a breakout there on your daily chart there of 79.29. And then right above it, what we have is your 21-day at 81.10. So this is looking very, very good because you're holding all those key levels. Now your RSI, well, that could go either way here. This is still bearish. Your green is below your red. But again, this is a monthly chart, so you got to give it a little time to get that momentum going. Okay, let's take a look here on the old weekly. Now, when you watch my video this morning, I was talking about this RSI. There's no divergence. There's nothing there. So that has plenty of room to go in both directions. But this is what I've been watching right here. See is how that green is about to cross that red. If it does, that's extremely, extremely bullish. Now, key levels here that you want to watch on the upside is going to be this 50-day, okay? So when you look at that daily chart we just looked at, you want to look at that 200-day, that 100-day, and then the retest of 79.29. But you want to watch right here, okay? Very, very key, 77.35. And then right above it is your 21-day at 78.31. So you can see when this rose up, okay, the next day we had that big engulfing, for the week, I should say, that engulfing candle, but it went and it blasted right into the 21 and could not get through. But you held that key 200 day, which is very, very key. Now, what we have here is it came down, but now you're way above the 200 day, and now she wants to try to rise up. So we want to watch on the upside that key level 77.35, and then we want to watch that 78.31 very, very nicely. Now we're above all these nice key candles here. So right there is next 76.18, and you're at 76.53. So you're just above it. So, but these 50 day, 21 day are going to be very, very strong. On the downside, want to watch this 74.01, but you can see this 8 day. See how nice it's curling up here? See the rise, okay, on the 200 day? Always very, very bullish, okay? So that's what you want to watch there on a closing base. Now, again, if all that is lost, then what you do is you want to look to the low of 71.41, then follow the candles down 70.50, 70.13, 69.28, 68.80, and then your big retest here of 67.71. Okay, so that I'd like to show you if there's a possibility something rolls over, who knows, that's where exactly where that crude oil is going to go. So we just follow the candles, and then there's your big retest there. But realistically, two key levels on the downside you want to watch is that 74.01 and that 72.08, the 200 day. Now remember, this is a weekly chart, so you got one more day left here on the weekly. On that upside, this key level 77.35, and then that 21 day. If you can break above that, then you can go much, much higher than probably maybe even up here into the 100 SMA here very, very easily. Maybe even retest. But we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So don't have any opinion. Don't have no feelings. Just trade the chart here. Put the money in your pocket. Okay, let's take a look here and see what's going on with net gas. All right, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now you can see it just an absolute, after that contract roll here, and basically just sliding right off the face of the old earth. Now, a big contributor to this is the U.S. here. The administration decided that they're going to, look at all the LNG. Okay, what they're trying to do here. Remember, this is in the U.S. here. This is a election year, so everybody, all the politicians are going to try to please everybody. Okay, so what they're trying to do is please, the climate change people, and they're going to say, hey, we're cutting back here on the LNG and all this kind of stuff here. So what they did is they basically shut down 13 pipelines here. You're talking about Louisiana and Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, that whole area that ships out that LNG. Okay, now that is very, very bad, because when you get countries like Germany, okay, and they need this LNG, okay, and what they're going to do, they're going to turn right back to coal again. So if you're into climate change, okay, then you have to understand that it's a world thing. It's not just a country thing. And if you're going to go back to coal, you're way better off with the LNG. So this makes absolutely no sense to me, whatsoever, if you're going to try to please these people. Plus, you have to also understand, in the United States, we pump more oil, crude oil, than any other country. We are up to now of 13.3 million barrels a day. Okay, Saudi Arabia is only doing 10 million, and Russia is doing a little less than 10 million. So what you do is we're pumping the most oil ever. So I don't know how you're going to please the climate change people, because you are pumping oil like there's just no demand, because there's a demand for it. The same way with the natural gas. Natural gas is way clean burning. I know this is like a long speech. It's like, Irontrader, what the hell are you talking about? But I want you to see what reality is, why this is falling off the face of the earth here, okay? So bottom line here is all the way down. It doesn't look like there's any kind of a bottom scenario here going on. So let's just take a look here at a daily, a weekly, and a monthly. Okay, daily, weekly, and monthly. Now, as far as natural gas falling off the map here, for a guy like me, I'm a trader. I don't really care one way or the other, to be honest with you, okay, because I trade with, no opinion, no feelings. I trade the charts, okay? So realistically, I scalp Boyle here. I already got 5 points out of it. I'm still long. It seemed like Boyle's riding up here. I got to stop at 130 here again. So I'll probably making a good 6-7 points on that today, and I'm trading 1,000 shares. So I don't really care which way it goes. If the trade's there, I'll take UNG or Boyle. So I have no opinion on that. I'm just saying, if you want to try to please somebody, this is not the direction that you want to go, is get rid of, a lot cleaner burning natural gas and put coal in its place. That just makes no sense to a guy like me, but hey, what the hell do I know? Okay, you can see here right off the map, been pointing out this 8 SMA, you got to get right back above this. 2.036. If you can, then we can go to the top of this candle. You're looking at 2.16. There's your gap. You look to the bottom of this candle here, okay, 2.42. There's your fill. In the meantime, you have a lot of resistance. You have 2.23, 2.27, 2.29 here. You have 2.31 and 2.32, 2.38, 2.4 level, and then we have your 2.42, okay? But here's your gap. There's your fill, but realistically, you have to get above that 8 SMA. This is why you want to trade, put 8 SMA on your chart, your 21, your 50, your 100, and your 200 day. See, you can see this. Look at this 8 SMA. See, you're taking that price right on down. Okay, you have to get back above that 8 SMA, otherwise she's going to go lower. Now, this natural gas looks way lower here. Now, you've lost all your this was your big retest here. That was at 1.946, and obviously you can see that is lost here now. So when we look at a monthly chart, okay, pop up the old monthly. So they say, well, okay, that price channel there of that 1.946 is gone. Now we're down at 1.89, and you can see the price channel is now reversing and going down. So what you want to do for support levels is, well, is just look at the candles. Okay, so what do we have here? Next line in level is 1.852. Okay, that'll be next, and then right below that you got 1.795. Those is going to be your next targets. Okay, so then what we do is we come over here to the left. What do you got? You got 1.64. You have 1.60, and then we come over here. You have 1.52. And then your big retest here is 1.44. Now, if this 1.44 is lost, it's going to be man out the window time, because you're going to go down to $1 or lower. Okay, so a lot of these companies here are just getting killed. Now, Jerry Jones owns this company called Comstock Resources, CRK, and I posted that chart here before. And you got to figure the high on that stock this year was 1348. You're sitting at 747 now. So guys like him are just getting smoked, or anybody who's in the natural gas business, because how do you deal with this kind of a price? You know what I'm saying? This is like beyond ridiculous here now. So this is going to come right on down here. So just watch these candles here. This is all going to be your support levels until you hit the 144. But don't worry, after the end of this video here, all the support and resistance levels are posted for you. Okay, so you don't just look at that and you're good. All right, RSI, nothing. Look at this momentum in the toilet. Look at this, rolled right on over. Look at this, nothing good. There's nothing positive or bullish here with natural gas. Absolute nothing. So I'm still with the long trade on the cold. I've already scalped 5 points out of it. And I'll probably get, the way it's looking, I might get at least another easy 2 points out of there today. So that's looking really good. So right now, have no opinion, but bottom line, watch these support levels. And this is key level here, 1.44. All right. I'll be back tomorrow, and we will review crude oil here and natural gas. And remember, tomorrow the rig count is going to be out at 1 p.m. And thanks for watching.